How's it going, guys? Adrian with Extreme Tennis. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. I know we did. We had some unbelievable results, starting with Lindsay Masiolik. She actually supered up. She's in girls 18s. We had Brandon Atkins, who got to the semifinals of a ZAT. We also had Haley Hicks for the first time get to the finals of a ZAT. And we have one of my hardest workers in our clinics, academy, if you will, Christopher Doyle. Let's hear it for Christopher Doyle. This guy is a rock-solid player. Unbelievable. How's it going, buddy?
Good.
He actually is 10 years old, double digits, and he played in the boys 12 ZAT. Okay, so what does that make you? You won the tournament, so you champed up.
Yeah.
Wow. How was that? How do you feel? What did you do last night? Anything different or?
No, nothing different.
Nothing different. You just went in there and just took care of business.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations. You know, I was going to ask you, what was the hardest match that you had in the tournament?
Probably my semifinal match.
Who was that? Was he a seeded player?
Yeah, he was the number 2 seed.
Gotcha.
Daniel Barrett,
Good. And where's he from?
Wimberley, Texas.
Wow. What was the score again? 3-3?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the finals match, who did you play?
I played Frankie something. I don't know his last name.
Okay. Well, awesome. That's good stuff. Put it there. And go ahead. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
And the score was 6-3, 6-love.
Wow, 6-0. That's awesome. What do you attribute some of your success to? You're a hard worker. I see you out here all the time, never giving me any trouble. You're always running your laps. Isn't that right? Yeah. But what do you attribute your success to, other than your dad pushing you, Senior Doyle?
Probably the clinics.
My clinics help you out a little bit? Well, good. That's awesome. That's good to know. But anyway, good stuff. And actually, I want to plug you again. You actually 2 weeks ago won the best in Texas in the Grand Prix. That's awesome. Good stuff. Keep up the good work, my friend. All right, cool. Actually, I have a buddy of mine in town. He used to be my old doubles partner when we were doing the pro thing over at the John Newcomb Tennis Ranch. We didn't have much success because he missed every ball, but we had a good time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Absolutely.
What are you doing in town? What are you doing in town? And how come you're talking more Australian now? I mean, I thought you were from India or Zimbabwe or someplace like that.
Yes. I think what happened was Adrian and I were at John Newcomb so long that we just absorbed the actual surroundings, the nature, the environments, everything.
You know, you started looking like a kangaroo a little bit when we were over there.
Yes, I almost started growing a tail a bit too, and started jumping at night.
I bet. Anyway, what are you doing in town? Seriously, it's been a while since we played. I'm still playing the Texas Tour. What are you doing right now?
I'm actually here to train with you a little bit.
Okay, train with me in town. Wow.
And
how long are you here for?
For about 20 days.
20 days. Wow. So you're just out there just playing tennis. You have no job or nothing, or what's going on?
No.
You teach over at
in Montana.
Montana. Wow. Good old Montana. Well, also it's nice to have you here. We're going to have our silver clinics on Tuesday, Thursday, so you can maybe join in our hitting session and whatnot. So that'd be
Absolutely.
good. Anyway, I wanted to touch base with y'all a little bit here. You know, Davi and I are going to kind of just touch base on a little short little features and stuff like that we can talk about. They're going to get you better on your overhead. Just tidbits of information. So we're going to go back over here and do a couple of demonstrations here while we get someone to feed Chris to feed us. You know, you should never turn your back on a camera. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know. All right. Anyway. All right, here we go. Chris, is that okay? Can you see the whole? Okay. This is what we're looking at, guys. What grip? I know you're tired of hearing us talk about it, but what grip are we supposed to be using here, Davi?
Intercontinental.
Intercontinental?
Yeah.
Is that like a European thing?
Well, what it is it's continental, but the same continental grip all over the world.
All over the world. Wow.
Never
I like
changes.
it. You put a little spin on that. So whether I'm in Jamaica or Japan,
Same
it's
grip.
still the continental. Okay? How do they say continental in India?
Continental.
Continental, I like it. You know how they say it in Jamaica?
How?
Continental man.
Ah.
Anyway, all right, guys. Well, let's talk about this real fast. The grip is the continental. You're at the net, right? Okay, we're just gonna be short and sweet. That ball goes up. What's the first thing we do? If I'm up here, I'm hitting volleys. Davi, what am I gonna do next?
Bring a racket back and turn.
Take your racket back and turn. That's simple. You can make a turn by a step, or you can make a turn by a pivot. It's up to you. As long as you're in this position and you have your racket back. The next part is wherever that ball's going, you need to get underneath it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if we're moving back and forth here, we got to make sure we line up so we strike that ball over our shoulder and our head right here. We make contact here. Chris, can you give me a couple of feeds here? I'm going to do a demonstration on Davi's overhead. Do you still do that, Davi?
A little grunt there, yep.
A little grunt too. Okay, that's the only thing that's changed, right?
Yep.
Okay, but Davi, show me again. Can you show me? I want everybody to see this because they've been taking a lot of tips on me. What are you gonna do on this lob right here? Take the turn and scale with your racket back.
Yep.
Just like that. Wow, I like. Why do you put your hand up there?
So I can track the ball down. It's a lot easier. Plus, it brings my right shoulder down.
That's right. Okay,
Shoulder
that's
up.
left shoulder up. So like you're swimming, right? What we're gonna do here is from here. We're going to transfer and we're going to come over, and also you can track it. You may have some sun there or something like that, okay? So that's really important, okay? And then what happens if it's deep? How do we scramble? Do we scramble like this?
Oh, no, that's a crab walk.
That's the crab walk. You used to be good at that too.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous because you can fall and get a little tippy, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to scale back. So if I get that lob, I see it, I'm going to scale back a little bit, and then I'm going to hit my overhead, okay? If we go over here too, I'm in ready position, and it goes, I'm going to get underneath it, I'm going to move, and that's kind of, I'm pulling away right there with the pivot. All right, just like that. So remember, continental, turn, and we didn't talk about this, but full arm extension, reaching up there, and making sure that we have our left hand up there if you're righty and your right if you're lefty, okay?
Absolutely.
And coming around it. All right, guys, I'm Adrian Valdez with Extreme Tennis, and I'm going to make you better. Cut.
Yeah.
Court.
All right, let's see.
Which one? Oh, yeah, there it is.